Good morning, everybody. Mike Wright, Edge Home Finance. I am excited to have our Realtor of the Week here this week, and Taylor TK Kielty of TK Homes and eXp Realty. Thank you very much for joining me, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, solid. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. I know you got your beautiful wife, Chelsea, and two boys.
Yep.
How old are they?
Yep. So Deacon just turned 5 in August, and then Crew is about 15 months now.
Nice.
So we're chilling. Yeah.
Deacon.
Yep.
I like the name.
Yeah.
Steely Dan background or what?
Say it again.
It's probably before your time. Don't
No,
worry.
you're good. You're good.
But anyway, so I appreciate you coming on. So your family, whereabouts you guys live?
Yeah, we're in Maple Grove. Been there for about 3 years now.
Okay.
Kind of hopped around, had a townhouse, went over to the single family world. Now going on 2 years. So absolutely love it. Maple Grove's legit.
Good. How old are the kids?
So we've got Deacon at 5.
Yep.
Crew is 15 months.
Cool.
Yep. So we got all ages of the energy for sure.
You don't have any gray hair, bro. You're looking good, man. It's
Nitro cold brew is the solution.
I love it. I love it. So how did you tell me about the real estate world, man? How did you ultimately end up becoming a realtor, getting involved with the XP? Then you grow this team.
Yeah, so the team thing is new, but if anybody's heard my story, they all know that I was door knocking, door-to-door sales when I first met one of my really good friends and business partners, AJ Pedersen.
Oh yeah.
So I sold him CenturyLink Internet door to door, and then he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I have no idea, man. Couldn't tell you." So he's like, "Let's go grab coffee. I want to tell you about some stuff that I'm doing." So we met for coffee, talked about real estate. He was at Engel and Volkers at the time. And he tried to recruit me to kind of join real estate. He was trying to join a team. He was trying to start a team over at EMV. So I'm like, no, it's not me, man. Sorry. And then I still ended up switching jobs, which was hilarious. Took over home remodeling sales. And then after about 4 or 5 months traveling the Midwest area, not ever seeing my wife as well, I just literally up and quit, and I called him up. I'm like, okay, dude, I'm ready. Just what do I got to do? Just tell me what to do. So I ended up getting licensed 2 weeks later. So I up and quit, took the class, got licensed like 2.5 weeks later, joined ENV, first team member ever. I think I sold my first house like 3 days later too, which was kind of funny. And we kind of been conquering the world ever since. And so
that's solid. That AJ I've known him since he coached baseball at Chanhassen.
Yeah.
Coached my kids. And
the ex-professional ball player.
He is a solid guy. And, I just love to see him get into this business because his personality is perfect. And he, the poor guy, being a high school coach, dealing with parents like,
oh my gosh,
was a pain in the ass, And so, God bless him for getting out of that. Now he can help people, right?
Yeah. And it's just one of those things too, where he's on the quieter side, and so you're always just like, he's got something witty going on in his head too, because he's like insanely smart too. So I'm like, what's he drumming up this time?
Right.
He's so good, yeah. But so I was on AJ's team for 3.5 years, branched off to go solo, and then I actually had 2 people ask me to start a team. So that's kind of what happened, and now this is our second year second full calendar year as a team now.
That's fantastic.
So we've been chilling, having some fun.
How do you like it? Is it different? You being you is easy.
Yeah.
You having a couple people underneath you. What do you think?
Yeah, a couple people was definitely easier. We're up to 15 agents now, so it's not quite as easy anymore.
Solid. Yeah.
But yeah, so I would say the concept of a team is great. You got to have a purpose behind it, though. It was easier to just go sell. Now you add the management in there, you add the leadership piece, and then you add all the different responsibilities associated to that, and then you add systems and operations and staff and all that. It's an adventure, but if you do it with the right purpose and you do it to kind of help people start their career, but then also, I do it to create an opportunity that I had that is actually fairly rare in the industry.
Yeah.
So I try to recreate that for as many people as I can. So
is it knowing you've been in the business as long as you have or as short as you have, is it hard to be a mentor to these agents?
I think if you have the right personality traits, no. I think it's easy to get excited because the industry is so powerful and what it can do for people.
Right.
That's kind of what's super motivating for me, is I know what it did for my family. Chelsea was able to stop working after about 2 years.
Solid.
So she's at home with the kiddos full time. She actually is a business owner too now. She owns Maple Grove Card My Yard. So she's running around doing that, and so we're both just kind of little power couple of business owners.
I love it, man. Is that it works out good though, because you're in essence self-employed. So with the kids, you still have family time.
Yeah, and you just kind of, people always say you have flexibility in this industry, but I think you're flexible to dictate your schedule and plan it in and put a priority in there. So if you set the good expectations up front, you can definitely do that. So that's kind of where I'm at for that.
Well, and it's critical, right? My kids are growing. The time I was able to spend with them, whether it's coaching, just hanging out, it's priceless, man, because they grow fast. Yeah. They grow fast.
Well, and it's just like you see all the parents, I mean, the folks you work with, right?
Right.
It's a very rare thing if you can do it well. And I physically can't do anything else anymore. I can't work for somebody else because of what we've become accustomed to. But it's unbelievable what you can do in the real estate world.
Well, and I think and we'll dive more into this, but I think the friendships of your kids and the people you get to know in your neighborhood, that just makes your business flower.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it fuels itself, right? It's pouring gasoline on the rocket ship, as I like to call it.
So in our brief conversation, your personality is awesome, dude. It's,
thanks. Yeah.
So
likewise.
What is your why? I mean, like, what drives you every day? Is it the employees? Is it helping people? Is it new construction? What do you dig, man?
So it's actually changed a few times. So at the beginning, it was 100% about family. It was about providing and setting up a future for my family. But then as I kind of grew in the industry and realized what was available and just what is available for the average agent, I wanted to provide the opportunity that I had, which was super, super rare under the platform that I had with the mentorship that I had, the leadership. I wanted to provide that for as many people as I could, because I know what it can provide for the lifestyle and the quality of life for other people and agents for that matter. So I try to do every decision that I make and implement into our team. It's all around creating such a ridiculous quality of life for agents that they can't afford not to be part of it.
Solid. No. And they see that, you care about them, and they want to rock.
Well, and it's more fun that way.
Dude, it's the only way to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that there is that ability of always wanting versus now you're helping everyone. Mm-hmm. And dude, that's pretty invigorating. I mean, that's solid.
Yeah, help enough other people get what they want, you'll get what you want in return, for sure.
So tell me about, I was reading obviously about you, Soda Homes, and then we go into your Facebook group and there's this picture of 50 agents all together, and I'm looking, Stockwell and all these guys.
It's a room of pretty heavy hitters, I would say, to say the least. That's our North Star Alliance group. So Soda Homes is our newest addition, Chris. Honestly, the simplest way to put it is we're all aligned in business under the EXP model. So we're all financially incentivized to help each other grow. And we do masterminds weekly. We just try to help each other out. It's not reinventing the wheel, as we hear so often in real estate. So I've gotten to where I am by stealing everybody else's ideas.
That's 100%. I mean, we had Nick Weiss the other day, and it's all about learning from these guys that have been in this business. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Right? No. Just feed off this thing, because I learned Jake has been so instrumental in helping me do this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then I feel, you guys all come in and I'm like going, I like this, I mean, it's good.
Fun environment, 100%.
It's contagious.
It is, and it gets you more excited about what you're already doing, because it's a pretty ruthless industry, just the hustle and grind and everything. Yeah. So when you surround yourself with people that have the same vision as you, that are just as driven, it's second to none.
I think the other thing is, it seems to me that we can get beaten up too. Mm-hmm. But yet if you're hanging around a bunch of people that are like, dude, let's go.
Yeah.
Stop this.
It's hard to fall off the bandwagon.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the podcast, Burning Questions. I mean, what's that all like?
I have not done a Burning Questions podcast yet. Was that with Brady, or was that with Tyler?
No, I saw that you had, there's something with your Burning Questions was in your Facebook deal and something. So maybe it was a thing of the past, or.
Oh, I wonder if Tyler put that in there. So he's got a whole group of podcasts.
That could be it.
Yeah, so
that could be
Tyler,
it.
he's a direct business partner of mine. I am his sponsor.
Tyler.
So he and I do a ton of stuff together. We piggyback off each other's team meetings. We just did a joint team meeting at the State Fair, actually. So you will probably see him and I piggybacking off each other. We've got Vegas coming up, EXPCon. He'll be there with me.
Nice.
So that's a direct correlation of that group.
That's what it was. That's 100%. What it was, because Tyler and you were together on this thing, and I didn't know who headed it up. So
yeah, so he's the one that you should totally toss that into. I think he has like 3 podcasts right now.
Yeah.
Absolute
well, but
legend.
you know what? Jake does like you said, this is how it gets you out there, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So leading into that, tell me about your social media presence. How important is that to you? I mean,
sure. I think social media. So when I have a new agent join my team, we talk heavily through a business planning meeting about pillars of business. And I'm a firm believer that social media cannot be a pillar of business. But I say that because it's such a crucial platform to leverage your existing pillars, where your business is coming from, because it's social proof. It leverages being able to reach the largest group of people that you know, like, and trust, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So I think it's crucial to have a presence in it. I think it makes or breaks where your business comes from. But I think you need the benchmark of where business comes from to let social media fuel that for you.
Friends, family.
Yeah, or just like you've got business partners, you've got open houses, you've got new construction partnerships, anything under the sun, door knocking. I think social media is what fuels those buckets of business.
Of course it does.
And if you take it, you're just taking all the oxygen and the gasoline out of the fire for sure. I think it's just a huge missed opportunity if you're not participating in it.
But it can get overwhelming too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden you're on this site all the time, and you're going, wait a second, I haven't talked to somebody for 3 weeks. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, so I think for anybody that's looking to create a little bit of structure behind that, try the flywheel concept. So you take 7 interests that you care about in your family or your lifestyle, just anything that interests you in 7 different topics, pick a day of the week that you do it, and then post a different form of content, but the same topic every single week. So let's say you love basketball, right?
Yep.
Post something about basketball, but you have to change the method of delivery each week. So you can make it a monthly renewal, but if you do it consistently, you're creating a television show about your life, because the people that care about seeing that topic will focus on you at that day.
Talking about that.
But then everything else will be viewed as a commercial. So let's say you're basketball Monday, golf on Tuesday, and then you do something real estate related on Wednesday. Let's say it's a friend or family that just really doesn't give a shit about real estate. They're going to pay attention the other days.
Yeah.
And so you're creating a consistency behind social media, and you will be top of mind at all times, but they'll just pay attention to what they actually care about.
It's an important point, because I think if you're not in real estate and all you're doing is flapping about real estate, it's like wah, 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 wah,
70-30.
wah. They just tune you out, man.
70-30 ratio.
Yeah.
Yep. Your 30% is designed to be a seed plant, and eventually I usually do probably like 1 call to action per week, max.
Nice. Yeah. So are you doing much video? I mean, like, this type stuff, or are you handheld, or what do you like doing?
I'd say I do a couple videos a month. Used to do it a little bit more aggressively, but had some stuff pop into the project list a little bit more of a higher priority, with like Parade of Homes coming up and stuff with our builder relationship. But I would say you need to do probably 1 a week for video. Yeah.
So you tapped on something very briefly. Tell us about this new partnership, man. You got this.
Yeah.
This is a cool deal, and how it's
sure.
exploded is awesome.
Yeah, and honestly, it's been a really fun thing. It was a little bit newer for me. So we took over Keyland Homes. It's an exclusive partnership. My team runs all their stuff. We've got 7 different neighborhoods, tons of different available inventory. So in an inventory market, or a down inventory market, it's a super helpful thing to have. But honestly, they're just incredible. They've been in business for 40 years. They make an awesome product, and they have a great price point to stay in. They're not like extremely luxury necessarily, where they're catering to a specific audience. They've got pretty much a product for everyone.
Are they all over?
Mainly South Metro. We're exploring different options too, to kind of dive into the north, east, and west and stuff like that too. Mainly, most of their developments are South Metro. We've got Savage, Shakopee, 3 in Lakeville, a set of villas in Lakeville, Farmington, wrapping up Woodbury, and we have Rosemount as well. And we got a couple specs in Jordan and Woodbury.
So how is that finding land? I mean, how far,
Honestly,
is it hard?
It's not hard. I think it's about the selective nature and what you're trying to accomplish with the developments.
Right.
Yeah, we've got a few different projects that we're working on right now that we're exploring the different product types that would be a good fit in those locations. But mainly it's usually product development on if it's going to make sense to go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so do they have a hunter that does this, or who?
You're looking at them.
You the hunter, huh?
Yeah.
That's solid. Well, I mean, I know where I live out in Minnetrista, and I mean, it blows me away on how further out people are going to Carver, people are going to Minnetrista, St. Bonnie. It's expanding.
It is, and I think it's the most important piece behind new construction is intentional product development. And if you do that, you can pretty much go anywhere.
And so when you say that, restaurants, Caribou's, then you follow, or Targets?
This is a great topic. So what it actually means is understanding the demographic of what people need in the area, which is partially understanding what's around there, but also really diving into buyer behavior and what's going to make that buyer behavior tick and what somebody's going to pull the trigger over. Some people will pull the trigger over a 4-car stall garage down in the South Metro with some acreage. Some people want a Rambler where, maybe they're looking for the one-level living because they're chilling to downsize, right? So it depends on understanding if you're going in to tap a new area, you have to really do your research. Otherwise, your product will be sitting there forever.
So you're a door-to-door sales guy at one point. Now, so you're like Mac Daddy developer, dude. I like it. Huh?
Trying, just do what we can. Get opportunities for team members,
Well, but I think that gets back to our learning from the other people that have done this. I'm great friends with Jason Stockwell. And
yeah.
I mean, he has done it all.
Yep.
And we're working on a house right now, and what he has had to deal with, all he can do is to turn to you guys and say, here's the deal. If this happens, turn around and run.
See you later.
But he's done a great job with it.
And some of the pictures he posts, too, about some of the stuff that he's coming across, like ice dams everywhere. It's insane. Oh, yeah.
Well, but I think that's how you learn. And so what tidbits have you learned that you can share with others that avoid the landmines,
Yeah, not be afraid to ask help. Yeah. I would say that's a huge one. Don't be afraid to take risks at the same time, and get in a room with people that are 10 times smarter than you.
Yeah.
That's something that I learned early on, was surrounding myself with people that are doing what I want to eventually be doing. Because if they're anything like me, they're going to surpass where they are at right now. And so I will always have somebody that I can reach for.
Yeah.
And so, on top of that, think with the end in mind. So when you have your vision of what you're trying to accomplish, every decision needs to align with that decision, or every decision needs to align with that vision.
Correct.
Otherwise, you're going to deter from your goals, you're going to deter from your vision, and then eventually you're going to play catch up, and it's just going to destroy all the momentum you built.
So your mind's going 900 miles an hour. Family, work, teams.
Yep.
How do you keep that vision top of mind?
Super easy. Empower and delegate.
Yeah.
Empower team members that want to have a part and a place in that vision. I like to call it getting on the rocket ship. And if somebody else wants to be on the rocket ship, I'm taking everybody that I possibly can with me. And as long as those decisions and those visions are aligned with the rocket ship, they're going to be a very valuable member of the team. And so empowering those individuals to take ownership and responsibility for that piece of the puzzle that I'm delegating, it's a 10-80-10 rule. So 10% delegation, 80% of the work is offloaded, and then my 10% review.
And that 10% review, how has that been? Have
you
had to make some tough decisions, or has it been?
Every decision is a tough decision, but I've learned that if it wasn't a tough decision, I'm probably in the wrong room.
Yep.
Because I want to grow super fast. That's one of my things that I absolutely love, is growing as fast as I possibly can.
And that's damn evident, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got how many people on your team now? You said
15.
15 people.
Full staff too. Marketing department, operations department, and TC department.
I love it. So what is what's in your 5-year game plan? Like, I know, I know 5 years is like freaking out there, because you're thinking like, let's do this now.
You want the simple answer or the long answer?
Yeah. What do you want to do in 5 years?
1% market share. Equates to about 990 transactions in Minnesota.
Yeah, beautiful. Is that attainable?
Yeah, Parker's doing it.
Got it. Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at 2.5 years ago, he was doing 280 transactions a year, though.
Yep. I'm working on one of his listings, and just a class act guy, too, right? And it's all about communication. So with your transactions, how important is it communication, right? I mean, it's easy to disseminate to the team, but you got title, you got appraisal, you got clients, buyers, sellers. How do you keep all that straight?
Well, simple answer is it's probably the most important piece. We put everything transactionally in a consumer's eyes, and so we're always trying to improve. So we have different checkpoints in which we've got surveys, we've got all sorts of different things, and we have SOPs, or standard operating procedures, on behalf of communication, the way things are done, and that way we can have checkpoints to see if agents are following them, and then are those SOPs up to our standard, which is a 6-star experience for a consumer. And as long as everything is done up according to that SOP, we know what type of experience that consumer is going to get, which is aligned with the consumer communication expectation that we have as a team.
Well, and it keeps everyone happy, but you had said something that I think is solid. It ain't 5-star with this cat, it's 6-star,
100%,
right? You know, I mean, make sure
I'm not doing what everybody else is doing.
I like it.
Yeah.
So what is your, with your new people you got on the team, are you training them?
I have an onboarding system as well.
Good.
Yep. I have a sales manager. I have a pod system in which people have, there's a hierarchy in an org chart for where people go for questions. I am the last one on the list.
Yeah, but you know what though? Since we have talked and met, and you know, it's cool because I look at you and you came walking in and chill and you know all this other stuff, but there's such a business mindset behind you that comes across, I know, to your clients, to your teammates, and everything else. We can have all the fun in the world, but we work.
Yep.
Right?
Work hard, play hard, baby.
I'm kind of expecting you to be like Deion Sanders, wearing the freaking overalls, and what do we do? We work, you know? Yeah. So, but that's good, though. You can have fun and play hard, work hard.
I literally just booked a party bus, 30-person party bus for Vegas for EXPCon, October 2nd through the 5th.
Jake, we're going.
I'm going to be there.
That'll be
legit,
good.
Baby.
Huh?
You can't argue with a party bus.
No, but I know, in Vegas, that'll be
we're literally just going to take it down the strip for 3 hours. Couple pit stops here and there, and we're having fun, baby. We're having fun.
Nothing can go wrong.
No, we got like 5 teams with a couple different team members. It's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah. That's fantastic. So give me a. We'll wrap some of this stuff up, but give me a few nuggets that you would pass on to somebody that wants to join your team, or people that are within your team that are new, that you've learned that you are those nuggets that you will always live by.
Yeah, we'll start with people looking for teams or understand. You got to understand what the value of the team is. There's 4 pillar concepts of a successful team that have back to what we talked about, providing the best opportunity you can get in real estate. So you need 4 different pillars of a team or a team structure. You need mentorship, staff, systems, and opportunities. If you have all 4 of those, you're in a good environment. If not, understand the environment you're going into. Does it have what you're looking for? Whether it be the leadership, the mentality, the culture. Culture's huge. We live our team off of the 3 C's: culture, collaboration, and contribution. As long as you're aligned with those, you're going to be a good fit for us, whether you're doing 15 deals a year or 50. We try to have the best opportunity or the best environment for people walking in the door to have a conducive, production-based environment. So a lot of people are talking about EXP is just a recruiting environment. Well, we're really good at recruiting, but we're also really freaking good at selling houses. So,
Right.
I like the best of both worlds.
I think the name EXP has just exploded, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And it's because of the professionalism. It's because of the success. I've got a number of friends that are with your group, and the reputation has superseded itself because of people just like yourself.
Yeah, it's about, the biggest thing is it's very similar to Edge in that fashion. It's about who you align yourself in business. Yes. And that's probably the most powerful thing in this industry is you're taking an MLM structure, but you're flipping it. Instead of trying to oversell a product, you've got a service now. And so when you have people aligned and providing the same similar type of service, it's really hard to beat that kind of a culture. And so when you empower the agents to take over the training, the environment, and what they're doing to be a conducive environment for production-based activities, it's hard to compete with somebody that charges you for training.
Exactly. Well, and the stock doesn't hurt the cause either.
That's how I bought Chelsea her business, was the stock.
Well, that's good. You know, God bless you. Well, I'm telling you what, I truly appreciate you coming on as a Realtor of the Week.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's fun.
It's just Yeah.
What do you got?
Where does your energy come from?
Oh God.
Do you drink coffee?
I do a little bit of coffee, but
Because you always have I get lethargic and just become a smooth brain. I feel like you're always on and quick with. Have you just always been like that?
Clean
Kind
living,
of, yeah.
clean living, probably.
Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
I have always been this way. I've learned to channel it in different areas, though. A lot of times it's total ADHD moment, where I'd be like bouncing off the walls. Now I've learned to channel it into drive, which has provided probably my biggest asset in terms of this industry is the performance-based environment. So short answer, yes, I've kind of always been this way, but yeah.
But it's a cool trait, though, because so many people in our industries are just, go, go, go. It's paycheck. Okay, good, I'm going. Your energy and your drive and your, vision is big time.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought for sure it was the Limitless Pill or something. You ever seen that movie?
Yes, I'm still looking for it.
Well, it's terrific, and I appreciate you taking time out of your day. I know you're going 900 miles an hour.
No, I appreciate the invite. It's been
of
fun.
course, you are the epitome of what we want with this Realtor of the Week, because you've given so many sound bites to help others. And if any of you guys want to connect with TK, feel free to. We're going to give you the email, his phone number. He loves, he's super responsive to texts. He stated because he just come from an appointment that he's going to be running late. Responds, communicates. I love that, man.
It's all you can do.
So what's the best way for people to get a hold of you? Give us some Facebook, maybe Instagram.
Yeah, you can probably find me on social, pretty much everywhere. I text, I call. I've got a website that goes over pretty much what we're about to. It's joinTKHomesMN.com. If you want a little bit more about us or our group as well, if you want to just do your own silent research. But Instagram handle is _TK Sales.
Love it, my friend. Well, all you guys on this deal, we appreciate you coming. I know we're reaching that $1,000 or 1,000 member following deal, and we're excited about that.
Heck yeah.
Join us also on Instagram. It's Realtor of the Week, all one word. And then we've also got a YouTube channel, which is Realtor of the Week, all separate. We appreciate you, because without you, we don't get cats like this on here. So we appreciate it tremendously, TK. You're a good man, and thank you.
Likewise, thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.